Hi everyone, welcome to Water Text with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is the Flying Elite from PyroClan. He's platooned up with his old mates Stormcrow, NZ, and Rayan, double X or triple X, also from PyroClan. And Stormcrow and Flying Elite are in their Russian mediums. Stormcrow in the Object 140, Flying Elite in the T62a, which is the focus of today's video. This is a double shot of Tier 10 medium tank action featuring the Russian medium tank, the T62a. And Rayan's got his brand new big Chinese heavy tank, the WZ1115A, which was released not so long ago on our server. Flying Elite not stuffing around, going straight for the middle of Abbey. Fires clutch towards the T57 Heavy, doesn't quite manage to land a shot, but he finds a Batchat here, and that Batchat has fired at least once, maybe twice. Looks like it's third shot, that Batchat. That Batchat will be on the reload. Just making sure it's not me, because that happened to me not so long ago, and I reckon it was a T62a as well. And he just continues to farm damage on this Tier 10 French autoloader. He's got nowhere to go. Picks up the kill on Al Jazeera, the Batchat 25-2, and that's 1481 damage already for the Flying Elite. You can see on the minimap Rayan in the WZ1115A and Stormcrow both going down the 1-2 line where the heavies traditionally go. It's just those two and a T57 up against a few enemy tanks there. T110E5, an Object 140, and certainly something else. Flying Elite looking for a shot on the IS-7 now, but it's proving to be just a little bit low. He's just below that rise, and now he's probably looking for a little bit of snipey stuff to support his teammates on the western flank. Bloke there from Veerclan pinging the map like a madman. Look at that. Gee, they love pinging the maps, don't they? I don't know if it really helps. Sometimes all it does is annoy people. Fires clutch towards the back of the M48 pattern, doesn't quite land it. This is an all Tier 10 battle on Abbey. Your auto aims on the American heavy tank. Can't see him. Certainly behind that building. Not sure how he auto aimed on that tank. He must have just poked around that house. That's where he was last seen. And there he is again. That's how he got him. Nice shot into the turret of the Tier 10 American medium tank. One zips the score. The Batchat is the only one killed, the one that the Flying Elite picked up early in the game. And now looking at the Object 140, beautiful shot into the turret. The turret not the strongest turret in the world, and people often ask the question, what's better, an Object 140 or a T62a? They're often compared. One medium tank, the T54, leads to them both. And the differences aren't that big, and with the new changes, the Object 140 is going to be even more similar to the T62a. Flying Elite cops a shot from that enemy Object 140, finally picks up the kill. That's his second kill. 5 zip is the score, so he's looking at maximising his damage now. You'd imagine that the game should be won with the score on 5-4. He's done nearly 2,500 damage with his 2 kills, and he's hoping to get even more. There's the American heavy tank, T110E5. That shot landed very nicely into the turret of the American heavy. Lots of enemy tanks there. You can have a look. See on the mini-map, there's heaps of them. And of course, the big advantage of Flying Elite's side, they've absolutely demolished the eastern flank. There's just an IS-7 left, and it's these guys' jobs in the west to hold up this massive push until these guys can get rid of the IS-7, which they've just done, and get around. It looks like the Flying Elites got a critical hit on the Stritzwagen 103B before the E4 picked up the kill, and now he's moving up here, doing exactly what a medium tank should do in this situation, to get up and flank these heavies, get into the less armoured parts of their tanks from the back and the sides. And it looks like he's going to be come up against an E5 and a T57 heavy by the looks of it. And if they're focusing up there where Rayan just died, up against Stormcrow, then he might have some nice juicy shots into the rear and the side. Now that T110E5 showing good awareness there. He's realised that he's getting flanked straight away. Often you see when people get flanked, they don't seem to realise, and they just continue to fight where they were. But the E5's down to a 1 shot, not anymore. That's the 3rd kill for the Flying Elite. 9-1's the score. Type 5 Heavy looks like he's slowly getting cleaned up by the AMX 50B and his mates down there in the south, all those auto loaders. I hope they're not all on the reload at the same time. It looks like they might be because the 50B and the Batchat getting out of the way, but the E4 does its job and picks up the kill from the central part of the map. 11-2 is the score. Flying Elite's on 3 kills, nearly 4,000 hit points of damage. That bloke from Veer continues to ping the map where the Jagpanzer E100 was last seen. And of course, that's the last thing you want to concern yourself with. I want to get rid of this T57 first. Not just the T57, but also the IS4 and the 140 back there. Plenty of low health targets there. The T57 down to 100. The mouse picks up the kill on the auto-loading American heavy tank. And now, thank you very much. Kill number 4 for the Flying Elite. Unfortunately, Stormcrow went down in that skirmish, and Flying Elite goes for the kill on the 140, but the E50M picks up the kill and is entitled this replay the most boring the most boring ace he's ever had. But look, you got to take these aces. He thought it was good enough to send to me, so you got to take these aces whenever you can. It's he also got the spotter medal for a lot of assisted damage. Not something that I picked up on during the game, but I'm sure he did it. That's for sure. He had some good vision in the middle. The Bruiser Fighter, 5 for effect medal, and of course the Ace Tanker. He had a bit to do with 9 different enemy tanks. He had a lot to do with their demise, and he clearly got the top score, 5,008 hit points of damage for his 4 kills, 1228 base experience, 27 shots fired, 22 hit, 18 went through, just over 5,000 hit points of damage, nearly 1,500 assisted, which was enough for an ace tanker. It cost him a few credits because he was firing some heat, and he also, I think he had food running, but it doesn't come up in the results. He's obviously bought a few of them on half price, so he's got a few of them up his sleeve. As we move on to the second game in this double shot of T62 action, this one features my old mate Lone Dog. He used to be with a Gila clan. He sent me a few replays over the years, a lot of them in the T54E1 auto-loading American medium tank, but this one is the T62a again. This time he's on Fisherman's Bay. It's not an all tier 10 game. There's 3 tier 9s and there's 9 tier 8 tanks in this game. Those tier 8 tanks might be feeling a bit nervous, but there's only 3 tier 10s. So when you're a tier 8 in a tier 10 game, when it's up like this, there's only 3 tier 10s that you need to be wary of. But when one of them's Lone Dog in his T62a, this game certainly is a fast and furious match, but he more than does his job. Just wait and have a look at this. He looks like he's looking towards Lorraine. Always good to get rid of an auto loader. Finds the Stritz Wagon S1, I guess that's what you call them, and says thank you, I'll take that kill. There's one. Premium Swedish tank destroyer. Moves up to try and help this M4A1 Reveloir, the Ravioli tank. Looking at shots towards the AMX 5100, the auto-loading tier 8 French heavy. Even though it's only a tier 8, it's an auto-loader, and even up against a T62a, the AMX 5100 could certainly keep him tracked while others farm damage on him. He finds the FV215B, currently on sale on the Asia server. Well, it is when I recorded this video anyway. It does cop one shot from the British heavy tank. Looks like he's got him tracked, so he puts another shot in. And just looking to see what he can do here on Fisherman's Bay. He's already picked up 1,168 hit points of damage so far, not counting these blind shots that he's putting in towards where the FV215B was last seen. I'm not sure if that FV215B is still there. We'll see in the post-game battle results if he got some more damage into British heavy tank. He bounces the target too, which is a testament to the tier 8 German's armour, but he doesn't bounce the second shot. Takes it down to 432 before the Scorpion G cleans up the heavy. Fires clutch at the Lorraine 40T, auto-loading premium French medium tank, picks up his second kill. He does lose his ammo rack, but a quick tap of the 4 key fixes that one. Just looking for opportunities in the middle of Fisherman's Bay. You can see the west flank might be in a bit of trouble there. The Stritzwagen 103 and the T28 prototype up against the FV4202, but we don't know who else might be coming down this 1-2 line. Plenty of tanks here in the central northeastern part of the map. E100 kills that FV215B, getting rid of a tier 10. on the enemy side. Just 2 to go. The Panzer Kampfwagen 7, which I just unlocked last night. And of course the Foch 155. The 2-for-1 tank. If you've got a Foch 155 in your garage, you're going to get a free one. Free tier 10 French tank destroyer next batch. Quick shot towards the T34 premium tier 8 American heavy tank gives Lone Dog his 3rd kill. But he wants some more. 6-2's the score. You'd think they've got this game covered. Panzer Kampfwagen on full health, 2,500 hit points in the northeast. And Lone Dog starting to move forward. I'm interested to see which clan he goes to. He's certainly a good player. He might be going to one of the good clans, or maybe he's just taking a break from clan-related stuff. The Stritzwagen and the T28 prototype on the other side of the map doing a good job holding off that FV4202. Looks like that FV4202 is trying to spot for something. Only 4 enemy tanks have not yet been spotted. That's the UDES. Waffenträger Ralph Panzer 4. The Stritz, Tier 9 Stritzwagen, and of course, that's about it. They are down there. He auto-aims on that Panzer Kampfwagen thing. Loses his gunner, I think it was, but he fixes him with a quick tap of the 5 key. He's on 3 kills. He wants to get more. 2,779 hit points of damage that we've seen. He's only on 217 hit points. He shoots towards the Lorraine, but auto aim wasn't good enough, so he aims manually. Picks up his 4th kill of the battle. Still a few tanks left. The AMX 5100, the FV, the UDES, T49 and the Waffenträger Ralph Panzer 4 with the Stritzwagen at tier 9 and that Foch 155 who was last seen over at C1. Lone Dog's on 4 kills, nearly 3,000 damage. Of course, that damage counter won't count those blind shots that he put in towards the FV215B in the early stages of the game. You can see on the mini-map, everyone moving nicely in formation from the east to the central northern part of the map, looking for the AMX 5100 and T49. T49 will be hard to spot, being a light tank, but once he gets lit, his game will be all over, unless he's run back up towards this northwest corner, which is certainly possible. He's probably close enough to spot the AMX 5100 if the 5100 is still where he last was seen. But he needs to be wary of those hit points. He's only on 217. He's picked up 3,000 assisted damage as well. He's having an absolute ripper. The Bulldog on Lone Dog's team goes down. The T49 gets taken out, but he does spot Lone Dog in the T62a before he dies. Plenty of big guns on the enemy side left. That Foch, the Stritzwagen and the Waffenträger could all kill Lone Dog with one shot. And let's be honest, the FV and the UDES could probably clean him up as well, only being on 217 health. 10-7's the score. He's on 4 kills, nearly 3,000 damage done. A little bit over 3,000 assisted damage, hoping for a cheeky shot into the Foch, but he can't. He's behind that little ridge line. He does get a shot into the Waffenträger Ralph Panzer 4. The Stritzwagen 103-0 goes unspotted. And of course these tanks over here, all on pretty high health, but they don't want to get blown apart by those big tank destroyer guns. So they're taking their time getting there. None of those tanks known for their speed. The E100, T34, the Jag, or the Type 4, none of them really known for their speed. So Lone Dog showing great restraint, letting the tanks with a higher amount of health try and get towards where those enemy tanks were last seen. The UDES and the FV4202 have now got free reign down here in the southeast part of the map. Lone Dog gets a nice shell into the Waffenträger Ralph Panzer 4. There's nobody there to spot Lone Dog, so he says, thank you very much, I'll take kill number 5, bringing the damage count up to nearly 4,000. 11-8 is the score. That UDES got 1,000 hit points up his sleeve. The FV4202 manages to spot Lone Dog in his T62a, and all those enemy tanks will be thinking, this bloke's only on 217, I wouldn't mind getting myself a tier 10 scalp, if at all possible. 11-8's the score. They're winning, but it's certainly not all over yet. Their tanks moving very, very slowly. Foch 155 just gets lit. Lone Dog puts another shot into the SDRV 103-0, the tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer. He'd love to pick up the kill on that Foch to round out his top gun. Stritzwagen, a one shot as well. The FV4202 will take more than one shot to kill. But he auto aims on the Stritzwagen, shoots him, confirms the top gun, looking towards the FV4202, gets the shot off before the British Premium Tier 8 medium tank manages to turn his turret in Lone Dog's direction. He's on 7 kills. One more kill for a Radley Walters would be very handy at this stage of the game, bearing in mind he's been on 217 health for quite some time now. The Type 4 on full health doesn't want to move, doesn't want to risk being shot by the Udes or the Fock. Mainly the Fock, I guess, would be the one to worry about, and I'm tipping these two TDs might be all the way down here in the south corner. And of course Lone Dog thinks the same. He auto aims on the Fox, shoots him for the Radley Walters. That's 8 kills, 4,647 damage done, that we've seen, and of course 3,000 assisted damage. He finds the Udes. Is the Udes aiming his way? It is, but it doesn't matter because Lone Dog says I'll take that kill as well. That's 9 kills for the game. Thank you very much. I'll take that. My money's on an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Not only an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Lone Dog, but his first mark of excellence in the T62a. And what a game to have to get your first mark of excellence. If he keeps playing like that, I'm sure he's going to pick up more and more. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, a spotter medal for all that assisted damage. Hand of God, Bruiser, Jewelers, Fire for Effect, Radley Walters for getting 8 or 9 kills, the High Caliber, and of course the Top Gun. Look at all those tanks that he had in getting rid of. Too many to count. He had an absolute ripper. Topped the score charts in damage, 5,849. So I reckon some of those blind shots certainly went through. Only one player on his team, which was a Tier 8 Premium, did more than half the damage that that Lone Dog did, and that sort of says something. Even though it was at times it was a little bit slow, he well and truly carried that one. Hats off to the Fock, who did over 5,000 damage on the enemy side. None of his teammates really stepped up to help, but Lone Dog had an absolute ripper in the T62a. 1,431 base experience, 25 shots fired, 23 hit, 21 did damage, 3,000 assisted damage. A little bit of block, no, didn't do any block damage. Copped it, was down on low health for a decent part of the game. Made a few credits. I'm not sure if he was using premium ammunition or not. I didn't really pay attention, but not a bad Radley Walters on Fisherman's Bay in the T62a, the Tier 10 Russian medium tank. Thanks so much for the replays, Flying Elite and Lone Dog. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.